I'm Al Thorne with the LA Clippers, and you're watching Shports Talk.
You're about to leave reality and enter the world of fantasy sports. And now from the Sports Center in Tallahassee, Florida.
Sports!
Hello there, good people, and welcome to Shports Talk. Rob Shaw, Rob Nucatola.
Episode 81.
And the last.
Cat out of the bag, running across the floor.
Just tell the truth. That's all.
I
The people
understand.
need to know. This is
Very
going to be a
sad.
special one. We're at, by the way, the original sponsor. The people who put us on air.
It started here. It
did.
might as well finish here.
You might as well die.
Our
here, slow
good friend
death here.
Big Bill over here at the Slipper taking care of us.
That's
and
right. Wonderful man.
And this is what we're doing. We're doing. It's kind of going to be a retro.
It's going to be emotional. There's going to be some tears.
It'll
There's
be
going to
okay.
be some
We've
laughs.
got-
We're going to get people
here,
excited.
here.
I'm not going. I am. It's a lot of the lighting is amazing, by the way. Cameron, unbelievable.
Our people, we have wonderful people
We'll go into all the
We've got
names.
sport to talk to. Don't think we're crazy. And we're leaving that out.
As far as what's to come, we give Sheena Samanipour a chance to
We
listen.
do that.
Coming up on Sports Talk, we'll have questions from our audience, the Sports Talk Stock Report, and Rob Shaw and Rob Nucatola signing off.
Thank you, Sheena. So lots to come. And also, since this is the last one, you better get your questions in now.
You know what? If you don't, you can still find us somehow.
Yeah, so we're going to head over to the bar where Sheena, for the second week in a row.
You know what? That's where, for some reason, she likes to hang out there.
But let's see what the first question is.
Hey guys, I'm here with one of the members from our audience. And what's your name?
Aaron,
And what's your question?
who is the best for saves?
Guys, your answer?
A fantastic question.
Let me tell you.
One of the best.
You know what? We're not playing around in the final episode.
No, so we're going to have to find some save options. And the reason why it's so difficult, explain, a lot of guys not getting their job.
Yeah, well, okay, first of all, you know you have guys like Rivera and you have guys like Efrod. They're going to do it. You know that, but you can't get, at this point you can't get them.
Got to throw Billy Wagner in there also.
Oh, sure. And then what you have to do is you have to understand that there are guys that were supposed to be closers, Eric Gagne, Isringhausen, who A, demoted, B, gimpy. And you know what? It's better for you as a fantasy owner if you got them, leave them on the DL or just get rid of them, because not only are they not getting you saves when they're put in the game, if they're put in the game to get you saves,
They're
which
hurting
is
you.
worse,
Yeah.
they're hurting you. And the second thing is they're not going to keep those jobs all season. He's got a bunch of young up-and-comers in those organizations that are ready to just swoop. Swoop, I tell you.
Speaking of swoop, let me swoop in.
Okay, swoop
Because I got a little knowledge to share with you, my friend.
Okay,
All right, you're talking
I'm
about
gonna
St.
have
Louis, Isringhausen a little injured right now. What I it's a Sunday morning. What's some
Lemonade!
All right,
Lemonade!
Jason
My goodness.
Isringhausen is, by the way, a little injured right now. A guy named Chris Perez. Now, right now they have Ryan Franklin, who's the reliever, is getting some saves. Chris Perez is the future there. This guy's kind of like Jabba Chamberlain, big-time prospect.
Is he going to get moved up to the starting rotation?
this guy's gonna
apparently
stick.
the stretching out of Java has begun.
It has begun.
Okay.
It's stretching the job of it, keeping Chris Perez in there. This
Keep
guy
Chris
right now,
Perez.
middle reliever for now, but he will be a closer soon. Definitely go after that. Also, Joe Borowski, a guy who we usually hate in fantasy circles, because even though he gets all those saves, his ERA is usually sky high, his whip is bad, but he's coming back from injury. He will get a chance to close. Rafael Bangor will be placed right back into middle relief, which is the best thing that can happen.
I'm still waiting for Fernando Rodney to come off the DL.
Rodney, wow.
He's a sneaky when you come to that organization.
Well, yeah, that's a valid point. And there's a lot of guys out there who might be in middle relief right now. Carlos Marmol, one guy right now with the Chicago Cubs. I do recommend grabbing him because he's just a good reliever.
And here's the other thing. Relief pitching is one of those things that I hope he didn't pay a lot for early on in the season, because relief pitching saves are not worth the money. It's only one category. And two, there are so many relievers that get inserted into lineups throughout the year. You can find tons of guys on the waiver wire, and that's the way to do it.
And it's one category. Just remember that. So that's your answer right now for that. Now let's check out another question with Sheena.
Hey guys, I'm here with another member of our audience. And what's your name?
Gary,
And what's your question?
what good starting pitchers are available?
Guys, your answer.
Very nice question. Thanks
Another
so much.
pitching question.
We got another. Sticking with the arms right now, and so we're looking for some guys who aren't the big time names. However, some might have been bigger
I
names,
can say,
and they're big guys.
They're definitely big guys.
What do you got?
I've got two.
Please.
First, Bartolo Colon.
Okay.
Back in the big league.
Listening.
Playing for the Red Sox, which you know,
They win games.
They win games.
Yeah.
They win games. He looked good last week playing pitch for the Red Sox. He's got a live arm. He had plenty of time to rehab. I want to say he lost a little weight, but I know he didn't, so that's okay. But he's a viable option. I'm sure he's available out there in a lot of leagues. Second guy, another larger fellow that has had his share of struggles, Sidney Ponson. My man Sidney Ponson is doing wonderful work on a terrible team, but he's finding a way to. He's got 3 wins for the Texas Rangers.
From Aruba, by the way.
Arugula.
True story.
Oh, anyway.
Okay.
I'll
have 2 of them.
He's one of the best options pitching for Texas, which I understand is not saying much, but they got to win some games. And right now, they seem to be winning for him, and he's finding a way to get strikeouts. So all of a sudden, he's getting you 2 categories at least.
This guy was good about 6 years ago, and he played with Baltimore. It's good to see him turning things around. Now, the team I'm going to recommend, I'm going to go away from Texas. The problem there, it's a hitter's ballpark, even though I do think Quinton's been great so far. You could ride that out for a little bit. But Oakland is a good investment.
Why does Oakland always have good
Because
pitching?
they are a great, first of all, pitcher's ball.
Okay, pitcher's
it's
ball.
tough to hit the ball out of there. So that being said, a young man by the name of Greg Smith, and also they make some really smart moves. This is a team where Billy Beane decides to bring in, they trade away these big-time players. Mulder and Hudson.
But where are these guys now? What are they doing?
Not that much besides
Fabulous
Hudson.
work.
So yeah, he seems to know what he's doing. He always brings in talent. He brought in, I mean, people forget Danny Herron was one of those players he brought in a couple years ago. Now he was able to trade him for some more good players.
Joe Blanton.
Dana Evelyn's another good player. Joe Blanton's there right now. Justin Dukeshire, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
I like to say Dorchester, much like Worcester, New York, but I know it's Worcester, but that's okay.
One of those situations. But anyway, whatever it is, the guy is pitching very well right now. That's my recommendation. Go grab the Oakland pitchers. They will do you well.
Hi, I'm Mike Helton, president of NASCAR, and you're watching Sports Talk on WCTV.